Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today is Friday, the 28th of October 2022. So, let's take a look what's happening in the cryptocurrency market. So, market cap currently stands at just under 1,975 billion. We broke 1 trillion, I think it was yesterday, but it looks like it's acting as a resistance at the moment. 24-hour volume 87 billion, that's actually very high. BTC dominance slightly down 39.5 and ETH dominance slightly up 18.8. Bitcoin's at just over 20k and it's kind of holding the 20k for the moment, down 2.7% on the daily and up 6% on the weekly. Ethereum is actually doing slightly better on the weekly, up 17%, that was a good move, and down 3.6 on a daily. It stands at just under 1.5 thousand. BNB is doing quite well, up 8 on the 7 days and down 1%. Then we have XRP down 3% on the daily, up 4 on the weekly. Cardano actually up 14% on the weekly, excuse me, down 6 on the daily, then Solana to follow. As you remember, Cardano and XRP were fighting for the market cap, basically. One was overtaking the other one for quite some time. However, if you can see now, total market cap of XRP is just under $23 billion and Cardano 13. What has happened? XRP has moved so much further away and increased the lead versus basically the next one, which is Cardano, by almost 10 billion. Let's go to the trading view now and let's start with Bitcoin dominance on a daily. And if you remember, we are in this descending channel here. You can see here basically 2018, that's what has happened here. That was beginning of the last bear market, and then Bitcoin went up and down, but over time it has increased its dominance from basically as low as 36% in January 2018 to as high as almost 73% in September 2019. And the lowest point was basically December, was actually here, and the dominance was just under 60%. But what you can see then, the Bitcoin actually rallied much faster than the rest of the market. So we are here and we bounce off this bottom as we predicted, okay? And to me personally, I'm looking for Bitcoin dominance to go to at least 55% over the next, I don't know, 6 months to a year. And that's when I'm gonna consider selling Bitcoin for some other altcoins, because I think Bitcoin is gonna rally. Whatever we're gonna hit the bottom or whatever we're gonna hit the turning point, I think Bitcoin is gonna rally faster than everything else. Everything else will follow. Let's go to BTC USD chart. And we are here on daily, and as you can see, we are basically going sideways forever. Okay, so if you actually take it from this point up to here now, 140 days, 140 days of sideways action. We had this nice rally up here, but then we came down. As you can see, we are pretty much in the same range for like forever. Yeah, you can put it this way or that way. Yeah, we can include all of the weeks as well. We are pretty much in the same range for a very long time. And the question is it going to be something like that? Okay, so let's just move it here. So are we going to see something like that? And this is going to be the point here, maybe, and beginning of December, when we're gonna see a big volatility and we're gonna go either down or up, like everyone predicts. I don't know. The time will tell. I think the majority is already over, but who knows? Yeah, it's a super boring time, so like, guys, just stay busy, don't look at the charts all the time. It's actually nothing happening anyways. So this is the next Bitcoin halving around, you know, March, April 2024. So just what, a year and a half away. Let's look at some indicators. So bull market support band. As you can see, it looks like just last couple of days, we need to wait for this week to close. Today is Friday, but it looks like we are being rejected of the bull market support band. Okay, and that's not a good sign. However, in order to eventually break over bull market support band and then hold it as a support and then ultimately stay above and, you know, go for the next bull market, we're gonna have to, you know, bounce off it as a resistance for a number of times. It's very, very low now. The bull market support band ranges between 20,700 and 22,800, and it's going down quickly. As you can see, it came down from, basically it comes down around like what, 1,000 every week. So if that will continue by the end of maybe November, it should be ranges probably between like 19 or even 18 to 20k, something like that. And then what's gonna happen? Are we gonna be crashed and suppressed under it, or we gonna actually go above it and hopefully stay above it? Let's take a look at 50, 20 and 200 week moving average. As you remember, 50 and 200 crossed for the first time ever, and we are now waiting for this reversal. So the green one, the 20, hopefully we're gonna go above it, okay, and then the green one will go eventually above the yellow one and will stay above the yellow one, and then it will go above the brown one. So this is what we are really waiting for. Because if you look in the past, the last bear market, green went below the brown or the orange, but never went below the yellow. So that indicates that maybe we're gonna see more of the sideways action. We might see another half a year or so of the sideways action, which is gonna be super boring, but it's a great time to accumulate and maybe focus on educating yourself on crypto. So we went here, which was basically like the bottom, 10th of December 2018, and basically we went above it June 15, 2019. So it took half a year, but as you can see at the time when we went above it, the Bitcoin was already up 322%. So not too bad. Okay, we would love to see that at this time, you know. Who's not bored of, you know, looking at their portfolio and it's kind of like down or whatever every single day. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Goes in channel, yeah, on a weekly. Again, we are currently basically week number 21 of red, and last time we spent actually, funny enough, it was 22 weeks when we actually saw this massive green candle, and basically that was a good move. That was 28% move in 1 week. So look, anything can happen. We might actually see that the next week, and if we go back in time even further, and we will see what has happened here. But we had two bottoms here, double bottom, one double bottom and the second one. So before we got this massive candle, it was much longer. It was 45, 46 weeks because of the second bottom. So this can happen now as well, but even if that will happen, we're kind of already like halfway. Okay, so not too bad, you know, like guys, if you're already here, if you spend that much time here, then you know you're in the crypto for a very, very long time. Let's take a look at Pure's multiple. As you can see at the moment, it's actually not indicating us, so it's still kind of back in June, July, when we had, you know, basically this big massive drop, and it's not showing us really anything now, so it's kind of like sideways action for the last number of months. And what is the RSI telling us? Oh, RSI is telling us, there we go. So RSI, just let me switch this off. And so yeah, on RSI we are much higher than we were back in June. So as you can see, we went as low as 25, and now we are basically kind of shooting up at 37. But the price action still remains pretty much the same. So was that the bottom or not? What do you reckon? Just leave it in the comments below. Just remember, every time it goes below 30, it's absolutely a great opportunity to buy. And once it goes above 70, you probably should start thinking about selling. And over 90, obviously, sell. Most likely start selling. Not financial advice, but that's something that I'm doing. I like to keep it simple. Okay, so what else can we look at? So let's actually take a look at the Heikenhashi candles. We haven't looked at them in a very long time. So from the top here, in November 2021, as you can see, we had so many red weekly candles. Okay, we had like a little bit pull up, then this absolutely massive drop down, and then again it kind of looks like we're starting to the bear momentum starting to slow down, because we see some overshadows, you know, a green candle here, overshadows. Look, last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, we have overshadows. Okay, and this candle, hopefully, you know, in next 3 days it's gonna close green, and maybe this is the beginning of something new, you know, some new bull run. Let me know in the comments below. If you like the content, please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day, guys.